must grow more food at any cost, and we have paid a very heavy price. Price in the sense that our water table, the most precious input, natural input, that is the levels of water table are going dismally low. In the central districts of Punjab, every year 41 centimeters of water table is going down. And last year, lakhs of tube wells had to be re-energized. So that's the one price. And then, of course, the problem of plenty. You can see just so much of food grains lying around the roadside. We don't have the infrastructure to store it. Neither we have the means to transport to areas of utilization in other parts of the country. We are on the extreme end of the country, and that's also a very serious problem. Then, of course, environmental pollution. Because particularly in the case of paddy, we are burning 12-13 million tons or 120 to 130 lakh tons of paddy straw every year in the month of October. We don't know what to do with that mass, such a huge mass of paddy straw. We don't know. So time left is very short between the harvest of paddy and sowing of wheat. So farmers just burn it, and there is environmental pollution. Then resurgence of pesticides, diseases, use of chemicals, agrochemicals, which have polluted not only our soil, our ecology, our environment, our water. So these are some of the issues and problems which we have brought in. Farming is not paying at the moment because of small holdings. Our 70% of our farm holdings, they are less than 10 acres. And 47% they are less than 5 acres. They are not at all viable units. And we have conducted surveys that half of our farmers, they earn less than what an ordinary unskilled person in Punjab earns. And farmers are under debt, Punjab farmers. So this is not at all remunerative. The present the agriculture scenario is like that. We are advising them to bring down their cost of production, cost of cultivation. That's one. If we have to compete, we will have to bring down the cost of cultivation. Now there is over-investment, I would say, in particularly in tractors, overspending, over-investment. So that's one. And other is farmers, usually they use the more doses of inputs, particularly these pesticides and even fertilizer than what we recommend them. So we tell them that you bring down the cost of cultivation so that you can compete. Well, we have challenges and we have opportunities also. Challenges that the advanced countries, they give very high subsidies to their farmers. Very high subsidies. Recently, UNDP report gives very high figures. In Canada, each farmer gets $9,000 per year as farm subsidy. In European Union, the farmers get $17,000 per year per farmer as subsidy. In USA, it is $21,000. In Japan, it is $26,000 per year per farmer as subsidy. In India, we have $66 per farmer, but that does not percolate down to the farmers. So the problem is that we have to compete with them. So opportunities are that we can fight with them under WTO regime, that you bring down those high subsidies so that there is a equal ground playing field. So that's one opportunity. Then of course we can go in for high value crops. So far we have been growing only traditional crops, wheat, paddy and all those things. Now we can go in for high value crops like vegetables, medicinal plants. There is a big scope for medicinal plants. There is a global trade of 7 lakh crores of rupees in medicinal plants. China alone exports about 22,000 crores of these medicinal plants. So there is a great scope in medicinal plants. The future can be good if we go in for processing and value addition. For example, as I have just now said, we grow a whole range of vegetables because we have very good climate from temperate to subtropical and tropical. We grow a whole range of vegetables. And if we can export them fresh or we can process them. Similarly in fruits, in dairying I see a very, very bright future for Punjab. Punjab is producing almost 8.4 million tons of milk. That is equivalent to what normally Denmark is producing, slightly less than New Zealand. So we have a great scope if we start processing and exporting the milk. We are competitive in that. Because we don't have any land use planning. and that is encroaching upon very fertile land near about the cities. We should have some legislation that instead of going horizontal, we should go vertical. That is really a very encroachment, a very serious problem. Very fertile land around the cities is being used for residential purposes, and industries, they should rather go to villages, so that the village folk, the people, they can work there, and in the evening they can go to their own homes instead of creating slums in the cities. The motto of the government of the President of India also, that create cities in the rural areas, create industry there, so that people don't have to move to the cities and then create many other social and other environmental problems. And we are very poor in civic science, even cities also. Now we have the city waste that can be utilized for creating energy. And so broadly, we are very poor in our civic background. That's not only in villages, in cities also. So that will have to be channelized to better use, as China has done already.